Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to this reading. This is for those divine masculines that are a Sagittarius. So you could be a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign Sagittarius, which means the sun, the moon, the first house of your natal chart, or Venus were in Sagittarius. This is a mouthful. At the time of your birth, or you could be a divine feminine watching because your divine masculine is a Sagittarius. Either way, I'm grateful that you are here. I may have to get up and get a new lighter because it was dying the last 2 times. And do you think I did anything about it? No, I get all excited and I start recording again. And I'm like, oh yeah, my lighter's out. Here we are. Now this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you. Some of it might be for someone else. And just so you guys know, I am a twin flame, and the reason I talk about that is so that you know that I understand the difficulty of this journey, that there's no judgment here, and there's only awareness so that you can make a conscious choice about what you want to do with things. And also to know that the stuff I'm reading about for the divine masculine, if you're the divine feminine watching, could mirror back to your life in some way, and mirroring is not an exact science. So like the example that they keep giving me is, let's say your divine masculine has some kind of legal proceeding they have to go through. It doesn't mean it's interesting. So it doesn't mean that you as the feminine are going to be going through a legal situation, but you could be going through a situation where you're being judged and you're being judged about something, or you have to go through some kind of process. It's more about how the divine masculine is choosing to react emotionally, the emotional growth that's coming from it, what they're learning, whatever lesson they're learning. That's where the mirroring is going to take place. And it's not always an exact mirroring. It's, sometimes the divine masculine needs to be humbled. Sometimes the divine feminine needs to be brought up. So it's very... You'll know your whether it's your story or not, but to understand that the mirroring, it's there here. I'm having a hard time talking, communicating, articulating what's coming through. So let's hope we make it through this okay. If you want to know what we're going to cover, it's in the description box below. The points that we're going to cover. We're going to start off with what you're focused on right now, divine masculines that are Sagittarius. What are you focused on right now? Oh. Okay. So financial improvement. This card has come up, I'm going to say, more than half of the divine masculine readings. And this card to me is very much about thinking we need to improve our finances to have worth. And a lot of divine masculines will focus on money because they think they can control it, and they think the more that they have, the more more valuable they are. The more they can be loved, the more they'll be admired, the more they'll be respected, the more money they have. And that's just a falsehood. And it is something that the divine masculine collective is working on right now and releasing. So it's very much a focus for all of them. The divine feminines, okay, who were raised in masculine energy are going to have that. They're going to prioritize money over well-being, okay, over receiving. So these masculines are focused on improving their finances, and I'm not here to judge that. I am not here. I don't think there's anything wrong if it makes you feel good in the moment, as long as you're not solely associating it with your value or your worth as a human being. Okay, I think that's fair. All right, so what are you conscious of in regards to your connection with your divine feminine? What are you conscious of? I'm just saying. Okay, you're very much conscious that union with your divine feminine will have a beneficial effect for you. I'm not saying that doesn't scare the bejesus out of you. I'm saying there's a big part of you that understands that union with your divine feminine is an important part of your path, and it's beneficial, like it's going to help you. All right, let's see what you're being guided with or guided to at this time, Sag? Oh, so that one that kind of came in and out. Not right now. Thinking about divine. Oh, you're being guided to reconciliation. All right. I feel the resistance in that. I do. I feel I feel the resistance in it. And I only feel the resistance because there's a big part of you that is like, I'm not worthy. You don't act like you're not worthy, but there's a huge part of you that thinks you're not worthy of this union. So this can be reconciliation between you and your divine counterpart, or another level of it. It can also be reconciling with yourself or other aspects of your life. That's why this financial improvement, it's like you need to prove that you're worthy. And I don't get for one moment that your divine feminine ever made you feel unworthy. I think that's just your conditioning, and perhaps your parents or your family or your friends have continued to make you feel unworthy because their beliefs are based on financial stability is king, or money or status, or, you know, they have very strict, what I'm getting is they have very strict rules on what is respectable and what is not. Your divine feminine loves you no matter what. I can tell you that right now. They might have their own rules around that. So if you're the divine feminine watching, you might have your own rules around that maybe need to be cleared. But you're being guided to reconciliation. This is self-knowledge through empowerment, because your union is going to empower you in the way that you need to heal the stuff that you need to heal. And that's the same for your divine feminine. I feel like some of you need to walk part of this path together. And if that's not you, you'll know it's not you. Just take it that that's for somebody else, because I feel like that's a big fear for some people. But the fear is just protecting a wound, right? Yeah, very interesting. So what are you conscious of in regards to your life? Because I think you know a lot more than you let on. All right, so you know that your abundance is coming. You know that it's just a matter of time. You are guided to a career change, so you could be changing your career so that abundance may flow. I think you'll be unexpected. I think you know that abundance is coming for you. I think you just know it in your bones that there's financial security coming to some degree. But I feel like it's going to come in an unexpected way. I feel like that's something you're not really that's unknown to you. So we're going to get to that down here. But that's very interesting because... And here's the thing. Your union could be your abundance, because the magnified energy of twin flames when they come together is so high vibrational. It's a magnet. And I feel like if more people would know that, but again, you have to deal with the emotional triggers that come from the two of you being together. You know, it's a good trade-off. All right. How are you seeing your life at this time, Sagittarius? How are you seeing your life at this time? Oh, we got a couple. So we have external influence, community. So it can be positive or negative. I feel like you're trying to see yourself through the eyes of others. Oh, how would I look to this person? Or how would I seem to all of these people who are going to respect me? Like, it's very much needing to be respected by others, but understanding that having respect for yourself is paramount to their respect for you. I feel like there's a patience though. You are very patient. You're not afraid to do the work you need to do to get to where you want to go. But I feel like as long as you give your power away to those old beliefs and how others see you, and it could be that you were just raised in a place where, in a family where appearances were everything, like what people thought of you was more important than what you thought of yourself. But now it's getting to a point where it's actually a detriment and it's not helping you, because the people whose opinions you value wouldn't know value to save their life. Like, these aren't it's not the same. I don't know how to put it, but I'm hoping you're picking up what I'm putting down. But what are you being influenced by? What are you being influenced by? This could go either way, guys. We got karmic male. Okay, so to me, karmic males show up they're the guy's guy, they're the cool guy, they're the ones that you want to be like, but they have no substance. They're flashy, they've got maybe all the money. This could also be a father figure. You know, this could also be a father figure who taught you that your value lies in the money you have, or the job status you have, or how people see you. Okay, so you're being influenced, I feel, by men, or wanting to be respected by men. But how you're respected needs to change, I feel, to a healthier space of understanding that you being the person you are is worthy of respect. Okay, and it doesn't mean you stop doing good for others. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that that's a bonus. Okay, what are you unaware of at this time? Okay, so we got a couple. Yeah, we've got low vibes, and then we've got children. And so what I get, okay, I'm going to put the low vibes up, but with the children is important. So the low vibes is gloomy thoughts are a result of low vibrational energy. You may be more sensitive to others and not processing your own well or feelings, or feeling your TFs. You're not processing your own energy well, or feeling your twin flames energy. So I feel when you guys are low or vibrational, meaning like gloomy thoughts are like, you know, what is the point of all this? I'm never going to get to where I'm going to go. This has been forever, or this person's never going to like me, or, you know, I feel for you, the fear you have with your divine feminine has a lot to do with the relationships you've had with females before your divine feminine. And I feel like you put yourself, or you ended up in those relationships with those other women because you didn't value yourself enough to have a quality mate or find somebody that was your match. You just settled for whatever you could get because according to whatever status or whatever check boxes, whatever, you know, according to whoever taught you about respect and value, you didn't check off all the boxes, so you just took whatever you could get because you didn't live up to these unrealistic expectations. Very interesting. So anyways, the low vibes. And then for the children, this is about immaturity. So for you, what you might be aware of is when you're being immature, it's a direct result of the fact that you're in low vibrational energy. You've taken on someone else's energy, or you're allowing those old beliefs and thoughts to keep you in this low vibrational space, and you become an immature person, an immature emotional person where, you know, maybe you're not taking things seriously, or you're disrespecting other people, or you're lying, or whatever it is, it's a direct correlation of low vibration. And that's your trigger to know, okay, hang on, I'm being really childish right now. I've absorbed somebody else's energy, or I'm low vibrational. I need to shift my energy into something more positive and something that's actually going to make me feel good and attract what I really want. Okay, and then what are the next steps or future? It's not an easy thing to do. It's not going to be something that happens overnight, but all right. Next steps or near future for you, Sagittarius. Yeah. Surrender your expectations. So surrender is needed. You're not meant to wait around expecting something to come forward. You're meant to walk your path and let your destiny meet you there. So surrender isn't what we think. It doesn't mean just give up. What it means is put what you want out there and surrender to how it comes to you. Let go of the expectations of how you need it to show up. Because I feel like these unrealistic expectations, one, they're not yours. They didn't come from anything healthy. They came from somebody you might have respected, but kept you at a deficit your whole life. And two, I feel like it's more about surrendering to what is meant to be for you. Because again, when we're so myopic about something, we can't see the limitless possibilities. And when we see the limitless possibilities, we know it can come to us in any manner or which way. But if we're limiting, it slows the process. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at some guidance before we go. Guidance before we go, Sagittarius. What do we got? Ooh, yeah. This is a massive milestone for you. If you can crack this, You are unstoppable is what I heard. Very interesting. The milestone energy is like having that great achievement in your life, and one of the major things that you put forth to master. And for you, this is about mastering, and a lot of it, almost every divine masculine reading I have done up until this point has had something around their self-worth and value. It shows up in different ways, different kinds of situations, and certainly different next steps. But if you can master this, you're going to be able to really open up to your connection and to your union with your divine feminine, which is truly going to be, you wrote it in for yourself that you're not going to have your abundance unless the two of you are together. So if you have a problem with that, you need to reconcile that with yourself, my friends. Okay? So I hope that this has helped. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing day.